Never turn a hoe into a housewife. I'm gonna say it again. Never turn a hoe into a housewife. Now I know what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say, young men. Because old men should know this. So I'm trying to school the young men. The young men may not know this. They may not be aware of this. That you cannot change a hoe. So the moment that you turn a hoe into a housewife, she's just going to be your girlfriend having sex with other men. And I have experience on both sides. I've had hoe girlfriends and I've dated and had sex and one night stands with other dudes' women. I've actually sat down and ate with the hoe that I was having sex with and her man. And he didn't even know that later on that day, she was giving me a blowjob in my car. I've had girlfriends that I didn't know that was a hoe. I was gullible at that time. You know, I'm young. I'm young as hell. I'm in my early 20s. I'm like 20, 21. I'm walking in the mall with her, and she seems to know all the dudes that's in the mall. And I'm like, well, I guess she's friendly. Later on, you know, she tells me, we sit down and let me tell you something. I'm trying to drop some jewels on you. If you don't want to know, don't ask. I'm gonna say it again. If you don't want to know, don't ask. Never ask a woman how many men she slept with, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you a number lesser than the amount that the men that they slept with, or they're gonna tell you a number that you're not gonna like. So one day we popped the big question on one another. Hey, how many women you slept with? And at that time, I'm in my early 20s. I was like 10, 12, right? 10, 12 chicks, right? This broad says 50 men. 50. You're 20. I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm not trying to get some type of high blood pressure, but it still weighs heavy on my soul today. You know what I'm saying? This board said 50 men, and you're 20. How is that possible? I start doing the math, and I'm like, were you having sex in your mom's womb or something? So I'm still thinking, I'm saying to myself, okay, that's her past. You know, we all have a past or whatever. Make the long story short, I try to in order to justify being with a whore, I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna cheat and mess with as many women as I can to get up to her number. Then I can say in my mind, well, I dealt with 50 women, she dealt with 50 men. We good. So I'm cheat. Make a long story short, one day I come in the house and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna stop cheating. I'm gonna be faithful and I'm gonna, play it straight. I'm with a whore, and it's just that plain and simple. I come in the house, I see a 40-ounce bottle on a table. I know what time it is because it's the 90s. 40-ounce bottles was infamous. There was this rumor, a myth, a big lie going around where, if you drink a 40-ounce before you have sex, it'll make your dick hard, which is totally a lie. Beer lowers your sperm count. It lowers your testosterone. So you're having an erection. It does the exact opposite. But I know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I see that symbol that's on the table, and it's a 40-ounce beer. So I know somebody getting it on. I walk in. This board is laid out on the bed, and the man is there. I wound up almost getting a fight with the dude, but he was like, yo, I don't want no static or whatever. And I understood. You gotta respect the game. This man is trying to get him a piece of ass. That's it. He don't know me. I don't know him. Can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And side note, I'm living with her, and we wind up getting in a fight, and I wind up leaving. Side note, never live with a whore, never live with a female, period, unless you have your name on the lease. Other than that, that female can call the cops, and after she calls the cops, she can after she calls the cops, you have, I think, anywhere between 15 to 30 days to vacate the premises. So now you out on your own. You screwed. You out there out in the cold, and that whore is in her house chilling. So if you're gonna live with a whore, if you're gonna live with a female, even with a woman, a lady, and she'll appreciate that. She'll respect that because she's gonna have her name on the lease as well. But you always gotta have your name on the lease. Watch out. Make sure that you're straight. Because when I left, I left with the clothes on my back, and that was it. 2 bags. Never turn a hoe into a housewife. Do you understand that? Do you understand that this dude right here had whole girlfriends and had to learn? I had to learn from my mistakes. I had to learn. I could give you several different examples of me dealing with a female that was a whore. You can't trust them. And I'm gonna be real with you. The only man that would ever or could ever change a female. Now, taking heed, I'm not religious. I don't believe in any type of religions. I think most of them are myths. Most of the prophets and the saviors and are myths. Prove to me that they're not. And don't sit back and say, well, you know, he does exist because he's in my life and da-da-da-da-da. Nah, I want to physically see him. I physically want to talk to him. I don't want you to be the mediator. I don't want you to be the middleman. I want to talk to your savior if you say that he exists. Because I can't see him. But at the end of the day, the only person that can change a whore and make her into a decent female is Jesus. That's it. And you'll find most of your old hoes, you know, the hoes that used to be out there, you know, having sex with had multiple partners, men and some female, are in the church. And that's real. And the only thing that stopped them from whoring was Jesus, the only man. Period. Whether he exists or not. I'm telling you, I'm trying to put you on game. I'm trying to tell you something for your own good, young man. You know what I'm saying? If you met that broad at the strip club, keep her there. Leave her there. If you met that broad in the club, regular club, leave her there. She's no good. Make sure that you find you a wholesome woman. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me tell you something. You know what started me? Because I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a whore. I used to be a whore myself. I just told you I used to have sex with other dudes' chicks. So while the whores were being a whore, I was being one too. How do you think that I could tell you about, you know, what to look out for if I didn't go through anything? If I don't have the experiences? I got mad experiences with women. I've had one night stands. I've slept with other dudes' chicks. I've been chased at. You know what I'm saying? I've been over this chick house. She giving me head. You know what I'm saying? We sitting on the couch. Next thing you know, the boyfriend busts in. I get up running. I jump in the car. He's running after me, talking about stop. I'ma F you up. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm getting up out of here. Period. I've had men. I've had women cheat on me. I just told you what one of my ex-girlfriends did. And another chick did the same thing. I'm telling you, find you a female, right? That's gonna treat you right. Find you a female that's gonna be a whore in the bed. But when she walks out of that door, she's gonna be a classy woman in society. Find you a woman that has integrity. Find you a woman that's not willing to be a loosey-goosey. Meaning that she's not going to give up her punani to any and every one. That you have to earn that punani. And if you do have to deal with a whore, you find them, you F them, and you forget them. Period. That plain and simple. But I wouldn't advise you to do that. You want to know why? Because one night stands can end your life. Meaning, ending your life meaning that you can get AIDS, you can catch AIDS. Or you can, which is just as worse, you can actually get this girl pregnant. And you would have to deal with her for the rest of your life. Never turn a hoe into a housewife. Never. And I'm telling you, it's not worth it. I've had dealt with multiple of women. And I have numbers, you know what I'm saying, under my belt, and it's not bragging, right? I don't. For me to brag, I'm embarrassed. Because I can count how many women, real women that I dealt with in my life, compared to whores, compared to little girls. That's another thing too. Don't get in a relationship with a female if you got to teach her how to be a woman. She should already know. She should already know how to be a woman. She should already know how to treat you as a man. I'm trying to tell you something. This is the reason why my channel is profound. This is the reason why I'm the man. The reason why is because I'm putting you on game. Period. These are jewels that you can apply to your life. And I'm telling you, if you listen to me and you apply the things that I'm trying to tell you, you will live a beautiful life. Your life will be way more better than mine. And you will not have to fall into those pitfalls that I fell into. Because throughout my years, I've hurt people and I've been hurt emotionally. To the point where I'm somewhat emotionally scarred. Like, I will never date a light-skinned, red-boned chick ever again. Because in my dwarfed mind, I think like real red-boned chicks, like them real pretty chicks, all of them are hoes. You want to know why? Because most of the ones that I've dealt with that were pretty and red-boned, like really light, and was cute, and you thought, oh, she fine and this and that, were whores. Find you a female that's gonna love you, that's gonna take care of you, that has respect for herself, integrity, that's gonna raise your children right, and that y'all gonna have a bright future together. Other than that, you take your ass out on those streets and start messing with those hoes, and you wanna turn a hoe into a housewife, it's gonna be a living hell for you. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.